I've gone as far as I dare in detailing movie serials individually. It's time to just touch lightly on a few more and just sum up where they stand as a storytelling reference. Welcome to my channel, KC, that's me, Carrie Chug the Sledge Storyteller, here to talk about the wonderful world of storytelling and to open up discussion about how we can tell the best stories we can by referencing movies. Talk about the good, talk about the bad, talk about where we have good storytelling reference. So, again, finishing the talk about movie serials, still a brief description about them, from going from the silent era to the 20s into the early 50s. Movie studios, along with their feature movies, they made movies that were segmented into weekly 20 to 30 minute episodes, each ending in a cliffhanger to spur viewers to come back for the next week's episode, ultimately with the last episode ending with the hero's big victory.
So earlier on, as I said that I was going to talk about covering serials, more serials than what we've done so far, I did imply that I would get to the Superman serials and Spy Smasher, but I've come to realize that it's getting redundant, meaning that I was repeating how acting talent ranged from mediocre to decent to just a couple of high-level performances by villains, one of them dampened by racial stereotype, cliffhangers with flimsy logic, flimsy props, ill-conceived costumes, but mostly well-played-out action. Those factors are found in the Superman serials of 1948 and 1950, with Kirk Alyn playing the title role, a mild-mannered Clark Kent and a sturdy Superman, hampered by the cheap flight animation, but future TV Lois Lane, Noelle Neal is in it, as well Tommy Bond is a goofy yet ambitious Jimmy Olsen, Judy Foreman as an okay villain Spider Lady, and the once Commissioner Gordon, Lyle Talbot, as Luthor at the same level of performance there. Mix all that in with your typical serial tropes, and you know exactly what to expect. Then the 1942 Spy Smasher serial, run-of-the-mill serial action mixed with the American wartime appetite of bringing down the Nazis. So yes, they're low budget, have flimsy costumes and props, cast on the low side of acting talent, and ultimately are formulaic.
So why watch them? I've already mentioned that they are guilty pleasures for me as my justification, and I'm a historian at heart, and I'm fascinated to experience old incarnations of these icons, to comprehend them at their grassroots and the mentality of the creators of that era, along with the zeitgeist for that time.
It's much the same with my being a fan of John Wayne, having watched many of his movies of the 1930s made by the Poverty Row studios of those days. You get the feel for the gradual development of his acting talent there.
And can we be inspired to pick up from serials for story ideas? Let's consider two of the most beloved filmmakers, best buds, whose love of serials back in their childhood days, they avidly watched during their childhoods, those serials, and we can say that it spilled into their work. We're talking about George Lucas and Steven Spielberg.
A basic Google search will find you all the articles you need to read their confirmations on that, and their most marqueed works are absolute proof. Reminds you of anything? And like I need to show you.
Then you have. Now, neither Lucas nor Spielberg will tell you that any movie serial would leave Citizen Kane in the dust. But for one thing, a worthwhile technique in storytelling can be found in taking a poorly crafted story and embrace the challenge to tell a better version of that story.
With 12 to 15 chapters per serial, there was a lot of, albeit rushed, experimentation in the fight choreography, also in the car chase setups, use of miniatures with pyrotechnics, and aerial action. Serial cliffhangers inspired the ideas of situations that create tension and uncertainty, and no doubt inspired Spielberg's roller coaster approach to intense action.
So I don't think it's a bad idea to put serial action, tension, and pacing to work in storytelling. Just remember to develop the storytelling telling at the basic level first and master the rules before you break them. So that's my wrap up on superhero movie serials. Thank you for watching. Agree, disagree, something I left out, please let me know in the comment section. If you like this video, please click like. If you like this channel, please click subscribe or follow me on Instagram. As always, I got my publishing ventures. I always want to encourage and invite people to have a look at it. The link to order Sledge number 1 and 2 is below the description there. To order on Indie Planet. It's available in formats of digital or paper. Both formats are available for Sledge number 1 on Kindle. But I'll keep saying it. Let's all look for civility amid all the bad news out there, social, political, even international, as well as the pandemic. And let's follow the precautions that have been given to us. Thanks for watching. Everyone be safe, and God bless.